What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 9 of NHL 22 Arizona Coyotes Franchise Mode Series. Really excited for this year, guys. I think we have an awesome team. You can see we're 6-0 right now in the preseason. Shane Wright averaging over 2 points per game. I know it's only the preseason, but hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Last year, the Stanley Cup Champions of the Minnesota Wild, who actually knocked us out in the second round. Looking at that as basically us being the second best team, we actually won the President's Trophy. So, hopefully we can have a really good season again. AHL team won the AHL President's Trophy plus the Calder Cup. So, they're poised to try and repeat. And real quick, guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up on this video, it really helps me out. First line here in the NHL, we have DeMarchi, Matthews, and Wright getting a +5. Wright's an insane playmaker, 99 passing. Matthews there, the sniper, 99 wrist shot accuracy. DeMarchi, kind of an all-around player, does it all. He's also got some really nice X factors on him, so I'm thinking that'll be a really nice first line. Funk, Geeky, Gunther on the second should be solid, getting a +3. I decided to switch Gunther and Funk here, so I'm actually playing Funk, who's left hand, on the left side, Gunther right hand on the right side. Their natural positions would have them switched, but I feel like they've just been okay playing like that the past few years. So trying something new. Immonen here, everyone wanted me to trade for. 5 straight seasons, he was the leading goal scorer in the AHL. Dude's got 99 wrist shot accuracy, 95 wrist shot power. Passing and puck control could be better. Really good offensive defense awareness. He's a slow player. Like I was saying though, 60, 66, 68 his last few years in the AHL. The dude hopefully will be sick for us on that third line. I'm also going to be giving him power play minutes. Hope there and Frost are also solid, rounding up the third. Ogren, Fabric, White, brand new fourth line, looks decent enough. Defensively, our top four is insane. Renski, Klinge, Chikrin, Vokun. Klefbom, Ovechkin on the bomb carrier get a -1, but that still means they're like an 80 and an 81. I'm more than fine with that because literally all they play is third pair. They don't play special teams. Andres, our starting goalie, 91 overall. A couple years removed from the Vezina. Heavy Bullen backing him up, 25-83, immediately potential. In terms of the special teams, chemistry-wise, looking really good. +5 on both power plays. That first one there, we actually have 2 defensemen, which isn't usually the case, but works out well. Immonen there, like I said, is getting power play time on the second unit. Vokun, Gunther, like those should do well, I think. 4-man power play 1 gets a +5. Matthews actually isn't on it. I couldn't figure out a way, aside from no defense, to have +5 in the first unit, so I'm figuring, you know what, maybe this is just a more balanced approach. PK, we get a +3 and a +2, so that looks good as well. 3-man there, +1 and a 0. Usually the 3-man is 2-0, so I'm pretty happy with how these look as well. Now, in regards to the AHL team, guys, I think it's going to be a very interesting year. First thing you might notice, every single one of our AHL centers is 80 overall, so that's pretty insane depth to have in the AHL. Now, on the first line wings, we got Tracy who's an 81, Koivu is 71, but look at this guy's stats. Wrist shot there is basically perfect. Powerful slap shot. Not a great skater, but he does excel really well for some reason. But then he has really good passing and hand-eye. So, not defensive at all. He's a first-line forward. We just need him to score. Same goes for Blunden here. Amazing shot. It's a perfect shot. 97 passing, 99 deking. He's got Zeri there. Gosselin here also has a great shot. Same goes for Julius here. We signed a bunch of these guys with 6 shots. Like, his slap shot there is perfect. Connell Barker's an 80. Martinez there also has perfect accuracy, both wrist shot and slap shot. And then the fourth line there, I think, is actually the highest rated line. It's just that these guys are all, normal players. Even Vossner, though, has a pretty good shot. Like, he's a good player, too. I just feel like it makes more sense to have those guys with really good shooting and getting more minutes. Defensively, we have a 78 and a 75, but Holler here is 19. Hoping he'll grow. Otto Vine in there, Deneen, Forsmark, and Leslie. I really thought Otto Vine would have made the NHL team, but wasn't working chemistry-wise. Savage there is our starting goalie in the AHL, 80 overall, medium elite. Anderson, 76, backing him up. So, like, every single one of our centers is an 80. We have an 80 goalie. Guys with crazy shots. I think the AHL team is going to sim ridiculously well, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, 2 guys, before I show you the ratings for this year, I noticed something in the record book. We haven't broken a single record yet, aside from, I think, the assist game record Clayton Keller broke a few seasons ago. But it looks like Jake Andre is going to set the all-time win record for Arizona Coyotes. Currently, Brizgalov has it with 130. Andre's at 114. I'm assuming he's going to get at least 16 wins this year. Hopefully I don't jinx it. And honestly, look at the rest of those. I don't think we're going to beat any of the other ones. So it's cool to at least setting one all-time record. Like I said, I think it's the only one we actually could set. So I'll show you guys the ratings here heading into this year. Again, I think this team is poised for a deep run. 98 offense, 100 defense, 89 goaltending. I want to sim this game, just see if we go undefeated here in the preseason. And we do. We beat the Colorado Avalanche there 5-1. Matthews has 14 points in 7 games. So this team's looking pretty sick. Let's see how they do. So at the end of December here, guys, the record of 26-7-1. As we predicted, playing very, very well. Currently first in the division there at 53 points. And that's also good for first in the NHL. Shane Wright having an unreal start to this year. 49 points in 34 games. Love seeing that. And AHL team here, 66. They're 33-5. they're nasty. This is kind of crazy, guys. The Minnesota Wild, defending Stanley Cup champion Minnesota Wild, just fired their head coach. They are last in our division. They must have lost a bunch of players in the summer. We haven't actually played very well at all since I last kind of showed you guys our record there end of December. As I say that, we do, bang out 3 straight wins, offering us Ryan Merkley for Vossner. I'll definitely take a look at this. I noticed I think we lost 5 straight. Luckily, 2 of them went to OT, but still 2 points in 5 games, never good. And since then, we've been about 500. He's only an 81, top 4 D pair. We need him on the bottom pair. Vossner here is pretty solid, 22.78, medium top 6. Not getting a lot of ice time, 8 minutes a night, but I'd still rather keep him. There we go. We actually win 5 straight here, heading to the deadline. We're 40, 16, and 5. 85 points to the deadline. I'm happy with that. Definitely not going to complain. Oh my goodness. I think we built the best AHL team ever. 57 wins, 6 losses, 0 OT losses at the deadline. Oh my goodness. I knew the AHL team was going to be good, but I didn't know they were going to be that good. Like, they're literally a cheat code. Let's see. Zeri there's got 86 and 63. I think he's our first line center. Well, definitely, I'm going to wait till the end of the season just to see the point totals and stuff from not only like the whole AHL team, but the individual players as well. Shane Wright's got 92 and 61. I'm so happy he's finally having an unreal year. He's been pretty average thus far in the franchise. Like, his first few years, what did he do? 60 points for us. I think he might have even been in the 50s one year. To see him finally breaking out is awesome. And I think, playing him with Matthews on that first line is definitely helping. And then kind of DeMarchi there, like I said, does it all for us. It's a perfect mix of players, it looks like. So, we'll get to the deadline here. Honestly, guys, I don't even know. It's going to have to be like the perfect trade because the team is just playing so well. Really, the only thing I guess we'd be looking to do is change up the bottom pair D to not get that -1. Other than that, though, like, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Maybe we could help out the 4th line forward. But again, the amount's going to cost us to do that. I don't know if I want to, and I'm definitely not touching the AHL team. Like, I seriously don't even want to trade an AHL player, as I know the assistant coach will just reset it to best lines, and it took me like a while to make the AHL lines, and they're clearly working, so just want to leave them alone as is. Now, haven't even mentioned the top players on the trade block here. So you got Barkov, Suzuki, all 90s, Larkin there in 88, same with Kunin, surprised he got that high. Tomasino as well, Riley, Bellino, Bertuzzi, bunch of Red Wings who are no longer on Detroit, and all 3 of them are on new teams here. Duclair, Teravainen. So there's actually only 1 defenseman in Riley who's way too high rated and valuable to trade for. But like I said, there's a bottom pairing D-man we can make a move on who will help the chemistry. That's probably all I'm looking to do here. And I just happen to be looking at DeMarchi's point total right now, guys. He's currently got 83 and 61, and he's about to come off his entry level, so he's going to want to get paid. Hopefully we can win it this year. He's also averaging 21.5 minutes of ice time a night, so he's playing more, scoring more. 114 penalty minutes as well, though, is so much. Like, Matthews has 14. He's got 100 more penalty minutes than Matthews there. I'm just kind of curious what the trade values look like. Wright's actually got max trade value now. I mean, he's a 94 making 7.8. That's such a good contract. Goalie-wise, Andre's got a decent amount there. And I think I showed you guys before with draft picks. We still have 4 seconds this year. A 3rd, a 4th, a 6th, and a 7th. We're in a very, very good spot. So right now, guys, looking at our 2 bomb pairing defensemen, you can see Ovechkin's 1 overall higher, but he's also 3 years older. Has, like, no value for some reason, which it makes no sense. Like, an 82 overall D-man should be worth a little bit more than that. Maybe it's because they know he's probably going to a free agency, but still, you can see there, it doesn't really fit our chemistry very well. Clefbaum, though, is pretty good. Second line is best fit, but obviously our top 4 is too good. So you can use Ovechkin in this trade to get Bykov, who's actually same rating, 1 year younger, mediumly potential. So there's actually a chance this year or next year he could just randomly grow to like an 84, 860 awareness, 91 shot block, and stick check. He looks to be a pretty solid defenseman. You can see his value's not very high either. Had them retaining 50%, pretty much just cuz, honestly. So we can't use our second. Honestly, a 3rd might get this done. Trade rejected. We could take on the whole salary. And the only reason I did the 50% thing was to try and keep the 10 million, but I think at the deadline it wouldn't really matter as much anyways. And they still say no. Okay, interesting. I think the Leafs are doing pretty well right now, so we'll do the Leafs pick there with Ovechkin for Bykov. They say yes. I think that was definitely an overpay, but hopefully it works out for us. Now next year, guys, I'm actually trying to make a trade the Carolina Hurricanes, just taking advantage of a bad situation for them. They have this guy named Bang, unsigned player, 24.85, medium top 6. A few X factors there, really good hands, not a great shot, but he's a playmaker. 94 passing, awesome offensive and defensive awareness there as well. Not great physical, but that's okay. If we can get him here for a 2nd round pick, I mean, we're never going to get a player as good as him for the 2nd, so this is a great deal for us if they say yes. trades rejected. It looked like the value was a little bit higher on their side. I'm definitely willing to add a 3rd round pick here. It's our last draft. Like, the guys we get are just going to be trade bait anyways. And they say yes. So a 2nd and 3rd there for a really good player. I think Frost, his contract's up after this year, so maybe you could like replace him. And the trade deadline is now complete, guys. I think it was pretty successful for us. Obviously, just made the 2 trades, but like both of them, at the end there, the Ducks get DiPietro from the Preds for a 2nd and a 3rd. Wow. Jonathan Dahlin there goes to the Stars. Lesterin in there to the Penguins. Our trade for that defenseman in Bykov. Vancouver there gets Chaz Lucius. Logan Brown to the Rangers. Vince Dunn to Buffalo. I thought we'd actually get him potentially instead. Stuart Skinner there to Florida. Lundstrom goes to Vancouver. Johnny Gaudreau to Buffalo. Jacob Pelche to Montreal. Romanov to the Islanders. Interesting. Morgan Riley to the Ducks with Dylan Holloway. Okay, so the Ducks are loading up. That's a big-time trade. And in exchange, they got Alenko, who I'm guessing is a prospect, a 3rd and a 4th. Alenko must be medium elite to get Riley and Holloway. Riley was an 88. That's the only thing that makes sense. Dallas there, Vincent Trocheck and Peterson. It's a pretty big trade for them as well. And yeah, it popped up as a big trade alert, so Alenko must be sick. And this is so annoying, guys. After our NHL trade, the AHL lines got changed. It's so annoying. How is that even a thing? Alright guys, so after the trade deadline, here's an updated look at the lines. Had to edit both NHL and AHL, even though we made one minor trade. So, in terms of the NHL, I decided to actually flip Gunther and Funk back to the original wings, as Funk 23-21, Gunther 6 and 38. I feel like Gunther should be scoring more than that, although his shot accuracy is just not where it needs to be at all. I'm not sure why. It's like all power. Maybe I'll have to edit that later. Everyone else, though, I think, is the same. Defensively, unfortunately, Bykov, Clefbaum still get a -1, but I feel like it was definitely worth the risk there. Trey Ovechkin. Horman power play, I actually figured out a way to get +5 on the top unit. I'm not sure how I didn't, come with that combo. We actually get +2 on the second, so a lot better. Plus Matthews there is actually on the first unit now. Both power plays, I think they're the exact same. Same with the PK, the 3-man PK. So hopefully the NHL team continues to play well. AHL team here took a lot longer to edit, but I actually found a way to get +1 on every single line. And we got still all those crazy shooters on the wings. Martinez there. Gosselin, Koivu. The left side, you got Blunden here, who's got perfect wrist shot. Gulas there, perfect slap shot. So they should still be nasty. Hopefully, like I said, both teams continue to play well and make a run at the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup. And we just finished the season here, guys, with a record of 54-23-5. So great season, 113 points. After the deadline, we were killing it. We had 7 straight wins there before we got shut out by the Canucks 3-0, but still, I'll definitely take that. AHL team, oh my god. I don't know if you guys saw that. 149 points. I'm actually annoyed that we couldn't hit 150. 1 point shy of 150. That OT loss, if we just pull out the win, we'd have 150 points on the AHL year. The 2 teams in our division, 123, another one there, 113. What the heck? The 4 best teams in the AHL, or I guess 4 of the 5 best teams in the AHL are all in our division. That's going to be tough. Those are some nuts teams, but 74-7-1. I feel pretty good with the AHL team there. So NHL we'll look at first. Shane Wright, career year, best year of his career by far. 122 points there in 82 games. AHL here, Connor Seri, 106 and 82. Wow, so just a great year for both our teams. I saw Shane Wright actually has max trade value now. It's above Matthews, who had 118 points. So Wright's a 94. I think he's going to go up to a 95. Matthews could go up to a 96. DeMarchi there. Wow, that first line for us was just insane. 108 points. I'm glad I chose DeMarchi instead of Funk, but he's going to want to get paid so much. Might have screwed ourselves. Werenski had 75 as a D-man. I feel like he's got a chance to be the defenseman scoring leader, and then who knows, maybe gets a Norris. Chikrin 64. Geeky had 60, like that from a second line center. Funk 58, Hope 56, Gunther 55. Hope 56 as a third liner is actually really impressive. Immonen there, his rookie year, 53 points, 40 goals. I feel like he's got a chance with the Calder maybe. Everyone else there, Colin White 30 points as a fourth liner. Very, very impressive. Take a look at Ottinger's stats here, 44 and 18, 3 shutouts, .903 and a 2.88. So he did pass Brzgal's record there for most wins all times as an Arizona Coyotes goaltender. AHL here after Zeri, you got Blunden with 96 points. He was the guy with the perfect wrist shot. He's also got 99 DK, 97 passing. If he doesn't grow after 96 points, I don't know, AHL growth's broken. Stan Coven at 90, Tracy 82 point per game, McConnell Barker basically. Gosselin there 77, Gulas 72, 41 goals, Martinez 65. Look at how many guys, if you count Koivu because he's too shy, what is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys on this AHL team with 60 plus points. And usually the AHL scoring isn't as high. Like, that's ridiculous. I just realized too, Otto Vinen 65 as a D-man. Kennan's there 51. Wow. Yeah, this AHL team was incredible. And Savage here in net, he went 60-7, 8 shutouts, .909 and 2.37. Still an 80 overall, but you got to think he's going to grow after this season. So that is awesome to see. And you know what, guys? Let's actually check and see the entire league for the AHL. Savage might win best goalie. Connor Zary did lead in scoring, 106 points. That was our guy second in Blunden, tied with Hollander there. NHL entire league. Shane Wright wins the Art Ross. Let's go. Matthews is second in scoring, tied with Zegras. And I feel like Matthews, oh wow, Brink 67, DeBrincat 65, and this Pinot guy actually tied with Matthews there for 60. But still, definitely a good season from our guys. So Marchi there had 56. Take a look at defenseman scoring next. Shea Theodore put up 80 with the Blackhawks. Still though, Werenski top 3, tied for best plus minus there with Luke Hughes. Probably doesn't win the Norris, but you never know. Jake Onger most wins the NHL. I think his save percentage of .903 though is not going to be good enough yet. Demko .912, and goals against here also going to be also Demko 2.84 for a starter. And we also want to check rookie skaters here. Could Immonen have the most points? Okay, so he's 5 behind Sivret. Sivret's plus minus is also better. Yeah, he's probably not going to get it, but I mean, you know, he at least got close there. And you got to think, we put him on the third line. If we just cared about him winning the Calder, definitely could have, you know, put him second line. I think he would have for sure won it. Also, guys, we'll take a quick look here at the entire league for the NHL and AHL. So we were first place with 113 points. I actually didn't even realize we won the President, so that's awesome. Last place is going to be the Senators again. Wow, can't catch a break. Goals for, we were first, 351. Goals against, wow, third. Chicago, New York, a little bit better than us. AHL here, we know AHL, our team is just 149 points, 69 regulation overtime wins, nice. We had an above 90 win percentage. Goals for, 398, goals against, 195. Let me do a quick Google. Is that the best AHL season ever? Alright guys, so for some reason it was hard to find AHL records, but I found this article here where the Hershey Bears set an AHL record with 59 wins back in 2010. This is like the newest link I saw, so I'm guessing no one's beaten them since that, which means Henderson and Abbotsford actually tied the old record, but we broke it there by 15 wins with 74. And again, 90.9 win percentage, that is just ridiculous. Like, if this AHL team doesn't win the Calder Cup, I mean, I guess it could be like the Patriots, the year they were undefeated going into the Super Bowl before losing to the Giants. Like, just because you're the best of the regular season doesn't necessarily mean, you know, you win the playoffs. Canucks here, the team that broke our win streak after the deadline, is who we play in the first round. So we'll see who's on that team. Obviously, they no longer have Quinn Hughes, so that's good. But I think they have the Vezina Trophy winner right now, Thatcher Demko. Braden Shen, that's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure he's from Vancouver, Victoria area. Peterson up to a 93. Besser. I feel like we haven't actually played Vancouver ever, or at least it's been a bit. Gosha, that got up to an 88. But Colson only 82. Surprised he didn't grow more. They've actually got a lot of depth there in terms of their offense. Defensively, though, Rathbone's are number 1 at 85. It's pretty average. Like, our defense is a lot better. Demko, though, like I mentioned, he's 86, playing out of his mind right now. We're going to have to find a way past him. I believe in our guys, though. Hopefully, you know, we don't go out here in the first round after winning the President's Trophy back-to-back years. So, first 2 games here. 4-1 loss. Definitely not how you want to start it, but we bounced back with a 6-4 win. Heading to Vancouver now, tied up 1-1. And another loss and a win. Okay, so it's 2-2. Let's see what happens here. It's a best of 3 to move on. First game's at home. We do get the win. Have to win one of the next 2 here. And we beat Vancouver in Van 5-0. Moving on to round number 2. That one was definitely making me sweat a bit. And we now have the Chicago Blackhawks, who I think were one of the better teams in NHL this year. DeMarchi currently has 8-6. Yeah, look at that. They had 52 points, and we're playing them round 2. Just so stupid how, the current standings work. I want to actually just double check here. Yeah, so we won the President's Trophy. Chicago was the second best team in the NHL, and we played each other round 2. That's where the current, setup makes no sense. The 2 best teams happen to be in the same division. They don't even meet in the conference final. It's a semifinal matchup. I can't complain too much, though, because at the end of the day, you have to beat them eventually, whether it's round 2 or the Stanley Cup final. They got Fiala, Doc, and DeBrincat on the first line. DeBrincat, of course, was second in scoring, I believe, in the NHL. I don't know if you guys saw McCarr's goal the other night. Absolutely embarrassed Dog. I feel bad for him. Reichel there, second line center's 89. Glass on the third, 88. Perez Hogan here. That must be a different one. That must be a popular creative player name. He's kind of nasty on that third line. Defensively here, Theodore, of course, probably going to win the Norris. This Winkler guy looks pretty nice. Jones still an 84 there. Condre Miller. Stanley Mitchell. Not bad D. Pearson, though, is the starting goalie, is pretty average. So we'll see what happens. I like our team better on paper, but they were basically as good as us this year. First 2 games at home, of course. We're going to have home advantage the entire playoffs. And just like Vancouver, we go 1-1 there. At least we win the first game this time. And we head to the Windy City and win both games. 8-1 in the first, 6-5 in the second. Up 3-1 here, game 5. And we beat Chicago in 5, 4-1 win. Wow. I honestly didn't expect that. I thought for sure this thing was going to go 7. So heading to the conference final, we have the Anaheim Ducks. I know they're a pretty stacked team. I accidentally said in the first game, but it's a win, so I will take it. Funk there currently has 16-12. Our AHL team got knocked out. Zeri had 12-11. That looks like a second round exit. Of course, I was a little bit too preoccupied there with the NHL team. So they beat Stockton there in 4 games after losing the first in OT. And then they were actually tied 2-2 here with Abbotsford Canucks. And they went to Game 7, tied 3-3, and lost it 7-3. So kind of like I mentioned with the Patriots, even though they literally were the best AHL team of all time, by far, like no one was even close, 15 wins away. They still get knocked out in the second round. I'm glad to see Funk playing well there. I kind of mentioned he was just okay in the regular season, playing on that second line. Anaheim Ducks, the first team there. What am I doing? Myers, Zegras, McKinnon, nasty first line. Mantha, McTavish, Holloway. Wow, so Holloway's getting a big bump. He played 4th line for us. He's 2nd line for them. 13 points right now in 12 playoff games. He's going to want some revenge. He's going to want to prove how good of a player he is. I'm definitely not looking forward to that. Ruel Gunler was an AHL for us. Stujov there's an 84. Cool to see that he grew. Defensively, Riley, of course, they made that trade for. Jarek up to a 90 for them. Korschak, I think Korschak is on our AHL team. Robertson, Anderson, Aronson here. 73 getting NHL ice time. Okay, I feel like I could take advantage when he's on the ice. DiPietro's their starter. Rhys Miller there backing him up. Rhys Miller's our guy too as the backup. And he's an 83 already. Wow, okay. So this is going to be a good matchup, I think. We're the better team on paper. We're the better team in the regular season. We're already up 1-0, but definitely not about to count our chickens before they hatch. Game 2, 1-1. I knew it. I said Holloway wanted revenge. Show us how good of a player he was. He gets their first goal. Imminent scores for us. 5-4 for them. Wow. Second period goes off. Gunler, I also mentioned, was in our AHL. Mantha, Zegras, McTavish, Geeky, Bykov, Frost for us. So Bykov, got him at the trade deadline. Let's go. Hope there ties it up. We have some hope. They're out shooting us by 10. And we actually come back and win. DeMarchi there in OT on DiPietro. That is a huge game because if we lose that one, it's tied up. We now have the 2-0 lead here. Head to Anaheim, going to SoCal, and we're up 2-1. Gunther and White, McTavish for them. Wow. Kukin and Mantha, we're down 1. Can we do it again? We cannot. So, big game from them. Obviously, they had to win that one. If they went down 3-0, that was probably all she wrote. But still, it's a big game for it because they can tie this, or we can really put the pressure on here with a 3-1 series lead. First period, they're up 4-2. Mantha with a couple. Gunler again. Right in Funk for us. McKinnon also popped one. 8-4. What is going on, boys? Meyer gets 2. I think that's a hat trick for... Or no, it's not a hat trick for Meyer. My mistake. Zegras, Mantha, Hope, DeMarchi. I think this is it for us. 9-5. Meyer, he does get the hat trick. I was just a little bit early there. What are we doing letting in 9 goals? Our top 4D, literally no one is even close to us in terms of having that good of a top 4, especially with a 91 in net. I have yet to see another goalie that's a 91. So I think maybe Vasilevsky might still be a 90. Honestly, I don't think so, though, at his age. Game 5, 1-1. Holloway again, Geeky. Get out of here, Holloway. White for us. And let's go. Funk there. Buries the empty netter. We have the 3-2 series lead. 1 game away from returning to the Stanley Cup final. I don't care if we win this in Game 6 or Game 7. Let's just find a way to get it done. Here we go. Up 1. Imminent again. 3-1. Hope and Frost. Wow. Unbelievable. Holloway. Just stop it, dude. 5-3. They come back with 4 goals in the third. I thought we had them. I thought we had them in Game 6, but we're heading home here, and I don't want to jinx it. So far, the home team has won every game. We won the first 2. They won the next 2. We win Game 5. They win Game 6. We're both 11-6 through the playoffs. Winner plays Buffalo. Game 7, do or die. Let's go. What are you made of? 2-0 first period. Chicken with a couple. 5-0. Matthews, imminent. DeMarchi. 8-0. I was worried they're going to come back somehow. Bike up, Hope clinch. These guys were like, you know what? No, we're done playing around. We're going to the Stanley Cup. 8-0. Statement win. We've got the Buffalo Sabres now in the Stanley Cup final. This is actually hilarious. Buffalo versus Arizona. The two like basement teams of 2015. The two teams I thought were gonna be the basement this year, but it's actually like Arizona, Montreal. Buffalo's surprisingly not, terrible. And look at that, Connor Geeky's our playoff scoring leader, 24 and 18. I'd like to say I'm happy about that, but I don't know. I feel like, does that mean he's stepping up, or does that mean Wright, Matthews, DeMarchi aren't playing well enough? So Sawatsky here, 89, Cousins 90, Bjorkstrand still 84, Krebs, Sokolov, Goudreau 81, but probably, yeah, still 6-shot and hands. Andreas Janssen, Josh Norris, Jack Quinn, Raquel, Wenberg, Pinot. Oh my god, their fourth line is excessively good. It's better than their third line. There's a lot of good forward depth with some stars there. Dahlin and Power, nasty top pair. Probably going to be their future top pair in real life. After that, though, it's pretty meh. And then McNeely, 88 overall starting goalie. That's a pretty good goalie. No X factors, though. So I think I'd take Ottinger. And Burmistrov here, our old goalie, 5th round pick. He was Buffalo. Oh, no, yeah, he signed the offer sheet, then we traded him to Buffalo. Seems like we're just running into all of our old players here. Now, let's see really quick. I want to compare the ratings. I feel like we should still have 98, or we have 98, 99, 89. Interesting. And they're 97, 94, 90. Okay, so they're lower offense and defense and 1 higher goaltending. Still, though, I like our chances in this series. All right, can we get it done? I'm looking for another Stanley Cup. Game 1 in Arizona. Here we go. They got a 4-2 lead. Not good. Matthews, DeMarchi for us. Pinot gets a couple for them. We climb back a bit. Funks, 6-3. I thought maybe Pinot got a hat trick there in Game 1 for them. We just needed 1 goal in the third to tie it up. Unfortunately, just not going to be. Game number 2 here. Come on, we definitely cannot go down 2-0. Stanley Cup final. 1-1. Pinot again. This guy's going off. Gunther for us. 2-1. Geeky. Are you kidding me? Need an OT hero. Come on. Bucci OT hero. Let's go. Austin Matthews. He wants another Stanley Cup in his hometown. There we go. That was a big one. So, head to Buffalo now. Can we take a series lead here? Series tied 1-1, of course. Up 1-0. Funks. 4-2. What a second period. DeMarchi with the hat trick in the second. Oh my gosh. This guy's going to ask for $15 million. 5-3. Geeky there. With the kind of insurance goal, honestly, because Andreas Janssen scored 1 late. Wow, can't believe DeMarchi there with the hat trick in 1 period. Game 4, we have a chance to really put a hold on this series, going up 3-1. 1-1 here, DeMarchi again, Andreas Janssen for them. 2-1, Pinot. It seems to be DeMarchi versus Pinot in this series. And Clefbaum for us, Sokolov for them, gets the game winner. They outshot us by 20. I don't know what our guys are doing. Just kind of gotta hope they find a way here. I feel like we've done everything we can do, just basically in the hands of the sim now, getting lucky. So, series is tied 2-2. Head home here to Arizona. Game number 5. Up 2-0. Let's go, Matthews and Funks. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Couture, Bjorkstrand's tied 2-2. Let's go, though. What a 4th period. Immonen, Matthews, Renski, Frost. Did I say 4th period? What a 3rd period. We scored 4 goals. Apology, guys. I'm excited right now. So, we're up 3-2. And there's 2 games left here. Just got to win one of these next 2. Come on, boys. Find a way. 1-1. Werenski, Power, the 2 D-men. Nothing in the second. Resume here. I'm definitely going to make sure my... Oh, Matthews there. Let's go. Potential game winner. I was going to say my fingers on intervene, not like skip. DeMarchi has another. Like I said, the dude's... He's probably asking for $20 million at this point. We're halfway through the 3rd with a 3-1 lead. Chance to win it in Buffalo. Austin Matthews. What's he got there? I thought he might have had a hat trick. 4-1 lead. Minute and a half left. I think we're winning our 2nd Stanley Cup. Also, 2 guys we were wondering. Rasmus Dahlin there. Captain of the Buffalo Sabres. Alright, guys. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Buffalo's got an empty net. They actually scored 1 to make it 4-2, but I don't think, it's going to matter here unless they scored 2 in 4 seconds. In our zone, but Shane Wright to DeMarchi. And we are Stanley Cup champions once again. You gotta love it. Again, I think this team was stacked top to bottom. I really wish we could have won in the NHL and the AHL, but the AHL team got their championship last year and set the record this year. So we'll take it. Not going to be too greedy. Again, this team was crazy. I don't know how many of these guys can bring back because DeMarchi's going to want to get paid. But I think most of you guys said we could spend the cap in our final season, in which case, unless he wants more than $10 million, we actually should be okay in terms of bringing him back. You got the handshake line there. I'm not sure who this dude is. With the gray hair clinch. Dude's like 25, but he looks 60. Matthews with the stash, the C. That is awesome. 81. I'm not sure who that guy is. He kind of looks like Charlie almost from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Andreas Johnsson had a great playoff series for the Buffalo Sabres. Shane Wright there. That was a great player for us as well. Conn Smythe Trophy winner, I think, is coming up next. I think that's Robbie Fabry there. Again, just such a sick team. Chikrin there gets one. You can see the number 6 rock in the A. And it's going to be DeMarchi. Oh, no. He's getting more than 10 mil, guys. This is going to be a tough contract negotiation. He's actually got red hair. I didn't know that. Okay, it's kind of cool when you see the creative player game faces, because like they usually, like I don't know, when I think of them, I guess I think of the black silhouette, and usually like the game face is just something random that you wouldn't expect at all. Like for instance, the one dude being a 60-year-old there, but that is all right. So Matthews here going to come out and receive the second Stanley Cup here for the Arizona franchise. That is amazing. He's going to get it, of course, from the knockoff Gary Bettman. Step on that carpet there. You got to love it. Matthews, 34, Arizona Coyotes captain, Stanley Cup champions once again. I'm so glad we could do this too, because obviously I made that mistake the one time, accidentally skipped this. Really want to make sure we got to watch it at least one time in this series. So that's 2 cups, and we still got 1 season left. You never know. It could go back-to-back in the final 2. That'd be pretty nuts. Who was the first player here he handed it off to? Number 28. I can't get a good look at the name. Connor Geeky, okay. Like the camera angle there, just could not see anything. And Geeky gave it to Funk, so I guess it's just like the younger guys getting it here, opposed to the veterans. But honestly, I don't even think we have that many veterans left on the team, because obviously Crosby, Bergeron retired. And right here, guys, we got Andre lifting the cup. I think he's a huge part of this Stanley Cup win. I mean, he just posted great numbers for us. I feel like it's one, tricky thing, honestly, finding a good goalie in franchise. A lot of times, the high-rated guys don't play as good as the low-rated guys. But luckily, Andre was one of the few high-rated guys that actually played well. Classic here, team pick. Look at that bunch of beauties. I love it. Like I said, I would love to also go back-to-back in the final 2 years. I'm definitely going to do everything I can next year to get our 3rd Stanley Cup. And the draft results are in here, guys. Columbus picking 1st overall, jump up from 5. Pittsburgh there jumps from 7 to 2. So you guys feel bad for Ottawa dropping down to 3 there. Arizona Coyotes, Stanley Cup champions again. That looks good. DeMarchi had 34 points in 24 games to finish off the playoff. He went off. I mean, natural hat trick in the second period was insane. Matthews, though, was only a point behind. Okay, so I was kind of ripping on him and DeMarchi and Wright for not showing up. But, I mean, that's pretty good. Geeky, 28. Funk, 26. Even Wright, he was a point per game, basically. He didn't score a lot, but had 21 assists. Like, that's not bad. Just that, DeMarchi and Matthews there were absolutely carrying this team. Gunther there also had a great playoff. He played way better in the playoffs than he does in the regular season, so that was cool too. Hope almost a point per game. Same with Renski there as a D-man. Like, that is why we won. Look at all those guys performing for us. See Andre's stats here in the playoffs. 16-8 with a .906, 3.05. Honestly, Andre could have had better numbers, but we got the Stanley Cup win. I'm not going to complain. So, Buffalo's road there. Beat the Bruins in 7, Lightning in 7, Islanders in 5. We're coming up against us and getting stopped. AHL team, Milwaukee actually won it all. I was hoping Abbotsford wouldn't have done it because, we lost to them, but what are you going to do? I still can't believe the AHL team. Like, how unlucky for them. So, no Calder Cup, but 3rd straight year there, getting the President's Trophy, as well as the Western Conference regular season champions, our division for the 4th straight year. Individual awards here, Connor Zary, of course, most points, and he also got MVP. That's pretty cool. Blunden, so even though Immonen didn't win it, again, our team got most goals. That's awesome. Lupul, best rookie. Ottavainen, best D-man. Very cool. Savage, best goalie. Walta here, MVP of the playoffs. Blunden, sportsmanship. Vladi there, community involvement. And Savage, lowest goals again. So, we won everything but best rookie, MVP of the playoffs, because we didn't win the playoffs, and then community involvement. Like, we absolutely cleaned up the AHL. That's awesome to see. Arizona Coyotes there, you can see. 2nd Stanley Cup in 5 years. You gotta love it. Back-to-back President's Trophies. Clarence S. Campbell there. An individual here as well. Shane Wright taking home the Ross Trophy is awesome. He also got the Hart Trophy. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. Shea Theodore, though, did get the James Norris. Trevor Zegers, Salegi Bing. Sivrett here got the Calder. DeMarchi got the Conn Smythe, of course. Demko, you're right, got the Vezina. Peterson, William Jennings Trophy. Wu there, Bill Masterton. Avs coach Jack Adams. Eklund, Selke. Right there got Ted Lindsay. Then Bobby Rink, of course, Maurice Richard. So, a great year, honestly, for both of our teams. I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. I mean, how can I be? We won the Stanley Cup. Retired players should be coming up here. We're not going to have any, I don't think, but there might be some crazy... Alex Ovechkin with 2,044 points in 1854 games. I don't even have to have it pop up for you guys. Gretzky's goal record is something like 890 or whatever. He put up 1143. Play place 44. That's just stupid. Kopitar there, Tavares, Shenz, Banajad, Tarasenko, Couturier, Hamilton, Hurdle, Johansson, Stahl, a bunch of everyday NHLers. Looks like I can go way down this list. Yeah, like some really good players still there. Now in terms of goalies here, Brain Holtby, Phil Grubauer, Jordan Binnington, DeSmith, okay. As we're not the NHL draft here, guys, gonna take a look at this draft class. Medium elite, another gem first overall. Like, they gotta stop doing that. It's just so unnecessary. Any guaranteed medium elites late, it does not look like it. This guy, this goalie, a good chance though, so I'll pin him. In terms of the gems, wow, lots of gems. 91 guaranteed medium top 4. Defenseman there. I like when they give me all these gems later on. Wow. So I was ripping on the first overall gem, but there's a ton of other ones. And you got to remember, too, we've got a ton of second-round picks. So, wow, I don't think I've ever seen this many gems in a draft. That's actually crazy and awesome. So hopefully we can get lucky here. Also, just, sort by potential, see if there's anything else. And now next year, guys, we're trying to get 2 fourths and a 5th from Philadelphia this year. For Morgan Frost, who's a pending free agent, I don't think we're bringing him back. He's going to want to raise. Plus, he was just, like, average third-line center. Offering up a 3rd next year and a 7th next year. We'll see what they say. Trade rejected. Okay, I'm thinking take off the 5th, take off the 7th. Frost and a 3rd for 2 fourths. Trade still rejected. Wow. I thought that was a pretty decent value. We could add, like, I don't know, a 6th the next year, I guess. Obviously, we're not making a draft next year. And there we go. Okay, so that's a big trade for us. And now next year, guys, we're trying to make a trade with Buffalo to get their 2nd-round pick this year. It's number 40. There's a gem that's going to go, like, 43, so I'm not really confident with the Detroit 47. Adding Heavy Boolin here. Pending free agent, 83 overall, medium starter. I think our AHL goalie is going to get the call up to be our backup. Trades rejected. I feel like he's got to give it a little bit of value. Honestly, though, instead I'll just try adding this Dodge guy, 1953 low elite. Hopefully he gets it done. It looks like it should. And there we go. Okay, so basically I'm trying to get as many of those gems we saw as possible here. And 2, guys, I should show you the updated ratings and trade values. Shane Wright's out 95, tied with Matthews. Rensky's a 93. Chikrin's a 90 now. DeMarchi's also 90, like I said, going to get paid. Now this Bang dude dropped to a 79 from, like, what was he, an 83, I think? Unsigned, tons of trade value. We could get a 1st-round pick for him. I'm wondering if that's the move, because he's going to want to get paid, right? I'm thinking, honestly, like 78. If there's like, another medium elite available, maybe we just trade right now for that pick. Holden Bolt here, a similar style to Teemu Selanne, NHL ready. I think we should try and do this. Look at this, guys. Bang has equal value to the Jets' 4th overall pick. They reject it. Again, he needs a new contract. He's a 79. This draft pick's going to be like a 78 or something. I feel like we have so many unsigned guys that aren't going to help us out much. I got to make this trade happen. 1955. Does Hansel and Bang get the Jets' 4th? Does not. We try Sweetland there, who's actually like a pretty solid prospect. 2067. Trade is still rejected. Honestly, guys, I got 2 medium elite goalies here. I don't need both. Let's add Kaufman, who they want. There we go. Okay, so this is like a salary cap saving trade. Let's get the guy who's got similar style to Teemu Selanne, which I just realized has like a bunch of records for this franchise. Holden Bolt here. Please be at least a 78. 82 medium elite. What a pick. Oh my gosh. So we flipped the 79. Needs a new contract for Bolt. NHL ready out of the draft. And he's only 1 overall below the 1st overall pick. Wow, what a trade. That was awesome. And so we're sending to pick number 40 here, guys. We're, of course, going to try and get all those gems. This guy here, high top 6, was 76. 78 medium elite winger there at number 7. 82 medium elite, though. The next Selanne. Imagine he actually breaks like all of Selanne's rookie records in the final year. That would just be amazing. So this is the Steen guy I wanted. 45 gem. Swedish. Come on. And he's a 62 medium top 4. That's not too bad. And we have a pick here at 63. There should be another gem about to go. Yeah, Solis here. Another defenseman. Basically, I'm just trusting the gems. 63 low top 4. Honestly, you'd expect a little bit better there for a gem. And now I do think we missed out on one of them. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize this was a thing. We have 3 straight 4th round picks here. So I just want to get as many of the gems as we can. There's 3 left. Well, obviously, we'll take the 120, the 122. 228 we could probably wait on. 55 medium elite goalie, so we trade one away, immediately get one back. Not too bad. We'll take 122 here. Defenseman, Klein from Germany, medium top 4. And so rather than taking Atkinson here, guys, who's not supposed to go till 228, I think we can get him with our 6th rounder. And then this guaranteed low top 4 guy we can get with our 7th round pick. I'm looking at this dude down here who could be medium top 6. Gratham, 140, so he's going to go relatively soon. NHL ETA is probably 2 years. That's pretty good for a 4th rounder. Let's see. 65 minimum top 9. Okay, so I'm honestly not too upset with that pick. Honestly, so far this draft's been pretty amazing. 192 here. We're definitely not going to risk it anymore. We're going to take our gem. He's still there. Atkinson, guaranteed low elite. And you guys can see there he's a 59, so he's not the highest rated, but whatever. And last pick of the draft, 224. We're getting a guaranteed low top 4 defenseman, which is pretty solid. Could take a chance on Ferrelli there, but he's probably nothing. 57 low top 4. Yeah, for the last pick in the draft. Honestly, that went way better than I expected. And right here, guys, we actually have to re-sign our head coach. We've won a couple Stanley Cups with him. Budget remaining 3.7. I just got to make sure we don't lose him if it doesn't let me re-sign him. And we're at the re-sign phase here, guys, with $15.5 million in cap space. So looking at our forwards, as I mentioned a few times already, DeMarchi needs a new contract. So does Gunther. Gunther wants 5.7. That's potentially a thing that can happen. Also, too, guys, not sure if I mentioned, but Immonen's up to an 82. He's actually got a bit better hands now. They're in the 70s. Still insane wrist shots. Bolt here, obviously, we're signing. This dude's insane. He's going to come in, be the next Solani. So I guess we should make sure we get DeMarchi. We can actually spend to the cap max. Oh, no, I was joking when I said 15 million. Oh, my goodness. His ask is actually 18.7. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have 15. He's asking for 18.7. 17.6 at 1 year. Oh, no. Well, I'll qualify him. Oh, my gosh. Hopefully no one gives him an offer sheet. We get him for like 10 for 1 year by the end of the fall. That is tough, though. Now, defensively, our top 4 is locked up, and it's ridiculous. Like, honestly, our second pair being a 90-89, I'm positive is better than most teams' top pairs. Like, this top 4D is insane. We could actually even check really quick. Yeah. I mean, looking at everyone's 4th best defenseman here, most of them are low 80s. The fact that ours is an 89 is just simply, like, cheating. I just went through every single team, guys. There was 2 teams who had the 4th best defenseman being an 84, and no one was higher than that. Most, like I said, low 80s. So, yeah, we should be set on D, even if these guys, you know, don't come back. Clefbaum, we can't afford, so we're just going to qualify. Baikov, 6.6 from 81. Jeez, I mean, it was nice having you for the Stanley Cup run, but you're gone. And Otavainen and Clefbaum, we know, don't give us a good chemistry boost, so we gotta hope somebody grows here. And Deneen, who's a 78, all of a sudden wants 1.225. I've been keeping around the whole time, but I mean, you're an AHL D-man. I might have to let him go in the final year. Same with this Kennens guy. He wants 1.22 at a 78. Like, just not worth it. And in terms of goaltending, guys, like I mentioned, Heavy Bullen, I'm just gonna let go. Savage there is gonna be our backup. I'm fine Anderson being the starter. And Matthew, 65, medium elite, needs a new contract anyways. He'll be the AHL backup. And I just finished making offers on a bunch of AHL players as well, guys. Bolt here, the rookie we just signed, said yes to our deal. I just noticed his zone ability there is Schneib. I didn't even realize he had a bunch of X factors. Sundin, Tracy, 81 overall, only costs like 800K. Deneen wants to test free agency. I'm not going to pay him 1.2 million, so I apologize. I know somebody out there wanted me to keep him the whole time. Let me go take another look there at our 4th overall pick, the next Solani. The fact he's actually got Schneib's zone ability, make it snappy, wheels, beauty backhand, magnetic. He literally might be the next Solani. He's Canadian, though. He's not Finnish, because Holden Bolt, that's a pretty sick name. Look at his shot. Oh my gosh, all low 90s. This guy's insane. And honestly, guys, I'm thinking of this Bolt guy being as good as he is. I want him playing top 6. Gunther was a second-line winger for us. He wants 5.7. I think we just have to let him go. Bolt be in the top 6 instead. Probably get like the best value guy we can for the bottom 6, and then hope with, you know, 12 million, 11 million, DeMarchi will say yes. Plus, we actually have to sign a bottom-pairing defenseman still, because, you know, best case scenario, Clefbaum signs his qualifying offer. Otavainen, we saw he just wasn't working chemistry-wise. And what's kind of crazy, guys, we're letting Gunther go. I think the only OG Arizona Coyote still on this team is Jacob Chikrin, who of course is on the thumbnail for this series. We had that one line of Gunther, Hayton, and Keller, who I think was like the last 3 forwards. They're all gone. Soderstrom was here for a bit. He's gone. Chikrin's the last remaining. Definitely not going to trade him here in the final season. And one other thing I noticed, guys, kind of weird. Andre here is now an 89. He had like the 2nd best numbers, I think, for a starter last year. He just won the Stanley Cup. I don't know about that. And so we're now in the free agency period here, guys. I'm assuming DeMarchi, yeah, his ask there of $19 million. I don't think any team will do that. I guess at a certain point, though, it doesn't matter what the money is, right? Because the max is 4 first overall picks, which probably starts at like, you know, 12 million. Hopefully that comes down by the end of the fall. because like we could literally try and get Charlie McAvoy, although we don't need a defenseman. Teravainen, there's an 89. Dylan Larkin we could get for $7 million less. This dude here is probably an RFA. Reinprecht or something. Really good shot for Detroit, good player. Nemec there, UFA. If we needed a defenseman, he'd actually be a really nice one to get. 86. Wants $10 million though. Alexander Barkov, 29 goals and 63 assists, still at 34 years old. What a player. $10 million as well though. David Pastrnak, could bring him in. He's down to 87. He still had 85 points last year. I'd like to kind of keep the first line together though with DeMarchi. The thing is, if we can't get him, like we are missing out here on so many free agents, right? Like this is so risky. We'll take a look, I guess, at goalies. I'm not signing any unless it's like a AHL guy. I'm just kind of curious here. So Demko just won the Vezina. He's now available. Taking a look at two ways. Best potential, 25-74. Yeah, that's nothing crazy. Defensively here, I'm making offers on 3 AHL defensemen. The first two are both 25-77. Brouwer here, defensive awareness pretty low at 74, but he's got 99 stick check and 87 hand-eye, so he should be like picking everybody off. 99 body check as well, 97 strength, so a weird player, but I think he'll be good. Shanahan, 23-78, medium top 6. Forward-wise, Garabelli here, 1953 low elite. He'll just be good for trade value. And this Nikolainen guy, 25-77. He looks like a decent player. He lost some, I think, you know, because they got too old. Of course, we're going to have to check the shooting because it worked out really well for us last time. Ivanov, not bad. We've seen better, though. Connor Larkart, Borgstrand, really good wrist shot. 80 passing is not that bad either. But you know what, guys? I think we already have enough scorers in the AHL team. Instead, I'm looking at guys here with really good defensive stats. Ribeiro here has 5-star defense and physical. Honestly, this guy could be a defenseman. 97 D awareness. 5-star physical there, looks great. I feel like, yeah, it could be like an awesome fourth liner for us. I don't see anyone else making him a contract offer. Michelli here, 90 wrist shot with 95 D awareness. Wow. Terrible physical, 91 stick check. Just such a strange player. Like, I kind of just have to have him on the team to see how he does. McClellan here, good slap shot, no wrist shot. Good body checking, 97 D awareness, 91 shot block. Okay, 97 passing. He's another guy. Honestly, sounds more like a defenseman than a forward, but we'll take him. Korea here, 97 D awareness, shot block and stick checker, and is good. Shots bad, physical's bad. Can probably pass on him. Honestly, I'm seeing here, you know, we got 3 guys. I think those could be just our 3 fourth line guys, unless Matthews is sick. 98 D awareness, which is pretty crazy. But the shot block and stick checker bad, shot and everything else is bad. Now I actually see Ben Olivier Gruel here. That reminds me, there's a couple guys that are 80. I'm basically trying to make an even better AHL team if that's somehow possible. I'll offer him 950 there for 2 years. Janssen Falby here. Pretty solid. I feel like could fit in somewhere. Especially, you know, potentially even be an NHL fourth liner. Also, too, guys, last episode someone was thinking internal cap might have went free agency, but as you can see, he definitely retired. There is no 36 overall goalie available. Also, too, guys, as I mentioned, we need at least one more bottom pairing defenseman because we can't have -2 there on the bottom pair. All D-men want so much money, but luckily I was scrolling through, and there he is, Joel Edmondson, 80 overall. He's 37 years old now, but I mean, he's a veteran. We don't have it on this team. I'll definitely make him an offer. We'll do 1 year, 900K. I think that's more than fair. And in terms of the forwards, like, I really want to bring back DeMarchi. I think we could probably get him for 12 by the end of the fall, which means we have $3 million to work with to find a good bottom 6 forward. I think, honestly, in that case, it's worth it to wait because usually they get cheaper within a week, the guys who haven't signed. Wow. And Florida just offered us Jonathan Huberdeau in a third. They want a medium league goalie, top 4, low top 4. Huberdeau would be pretty nasty. Put him first line with Matthews and Wright. He had 86 points last year. The thing is, we could just sign a player like this for free and then save those assets. Don't really think that makes sense to make that trade first day of free agency. And here we go, Scarabelli, one of the AHL guys we made an offer on, said yes. Wow. And the head coach I'm trying to bring back, I offered him like an extra $500,000. I had enough trouble dealing with roster makeup issues when I was there last time. We just won the Stanley Cup, and I'm the one who does the rosters. Benoit Olivier Gruel said yes. Edmondson said yes. There you go. Hopefully that works. Janssen Falby. Shanahan there. Defenseman McClellan. Howes. Brouwer. Would like to join your team. Michelli. Unable to accept. Roster's full. Same with Nikolainen there. And Ribeiro. Alright, guys. So I really don't understand how our roster's full and we're at 41 and 50 contracts, but whatever. I'm actually offering Vancouver here some decent prospects. Dowd, 23-73 low elite. He's currently got a qualifying offer on him. Same with Kilger. 2272, medium top 4, but he's not going to make our AHL team, so might as well get some value from him. Lutz there, 2169, medium top 6. Sundin, 2065, low top 6. Lassard, 2578, low elite. That's a handful of like pretty decent prospects, honestly. So we're trying to get a second, third. I can maybe even get second, third, and fourth from them. I see they have only 18 of 50 contracts, so they need some players. These guys will actually get some ice time on Vancouver. Everybody wins. They said yes, second, third, and fourth. I could have probably gotten more there, but I'm fine with that. And after that trade, guys are making new offers on Ribeiro and Michelli. I can't find the Nickolainen guy, but this Ledecker guy here, 2477, medium top 6. It's another one of the guys with great defensive awareness, also has really good passing, so wanted to give him a shot. And then I was looking at defenseman, and a pretty good one became available here. Thomas, 2478, low top 4. Why not just make our AHLD even better? As well, guys, I'm looking at two-way players. I noticed Morgan Geeky's available. This, of course, is Connor Geeky's brother, who we have on the team. I think it'd be pretty cool to bring him in, so I'm gonna offer him a deal here. Washington trying to give us Kubalik. I'm gonna say no, obviously. We're holding out for DeMarchi. Low top 6 and a third for, I think low top 6 worth more than a fifth. Kubalik again. We're waiting to hear from our guys. Geeky accepts, so that could be pretty cool if he plays, say, fourth line center for us. Thomas there's the defenseman that was 78, Ledecker, Michelli, Ribeiro. Okay, so AHL team should be nasty. Now I'm trying to make a minor trade here, guys, with the Bruins. 2 AHLD men for a 7th. Trades rejected. Oh, wow. So I actually might have to pay for them to take these guys. They would go up to a 6th that they take them on. They said yes. We're doing that because we're right at the max contracts, and I was looking at like the AHLD. Those two guys were going to kind of be the worst. Now in free agency, there's a guy I really want. Hopefully it doesn't affect DeMarchi, because I'm thinking DeMarchi, we wait, we'll get him, 12 million, worst case, hopefully 10 or 11. This guy wants going to cost us about 5. Just looks like a crazy player. So Mayorov here, 2684. He wants $5.4 million. Look at this guy's stats. First off, he's 6'5", with 99 deking, 99 discipline. His shot there is quite accurate, not very powerful, which is weird for a 6'5" player. Terrible physical, 2-star physical. 99 agility, 99 D awareness, 99 stick check. This guy's 84 overall, and he's got, what, 599 stats? And also, he's like the weakest 6'5" dude ever with no shot power, no physicality. Somehow, too, with 77 aggressiveness and 99 discipline, still took 14 penalty minutes, but he kind of looks like the perfect third-line center. So I want him. No one's interested right now. I'll just give him the years he wants. I'm going to offer 5. Someone might steal him though. 5.4 for 3 years. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to hope we can still get DeMarchi, because like I said, this guy might be the perfect third-line center. And he did say yes. Okay, it shows him as a winger here, but I'm pretty sure he had like 80 face-offs, so he'll probably be playing center for us. Also, guys, after offering our head coach literally an extra $1 million, he finally said yes, but like, it makes no sense. He just won the Stanley Cup. Why would he not come back? And if you look at the top right there, guys, we're now halfway through August. DeMarchi's ask has gone down to $11 million. A lot less than the $18 million he was asking for it at the start. Or actually, it was almost $19 million, wasn't it? So I don't want to risk it, because like now it's kind of getting affordable for teams that could come in with an offer sheet. So we only need him for 1 year. In 2 years, it jumps up. I think after a few days, honestly, he's going to accept a little bit less. I'm going to try and do 1 year, 10 mil. And I think he'll say yes to that, because it's going to take a few days to accept. They'll usually accept at least 90% of the offer. We've gotten like a decent amount of offers during the summer, but they've all been like for guys like connecting, where we have to, save that money. And okay, boss, I'm gonna try and get him signed right now. Come on. Extremely happy to accept the offer. 1 year, $10 million bucks. Come back, win back-to-back cups. So there we go. I think our team's set. We are still waiting, I think, on that one defenseman. If he doesn't sign by the time the preseason starts, we should be able to move around some money and get him locked up. And look at this offer, guys. Columbus wants to give us Adam Boquist for DeMarchi, Haller, Shingtime. The thing is, our top 4D, like, it'd be such a waste to get Boquist right now. It makes no sense. And we're now about a week away from the trade deadline, guys. Clefbaum here, 82 overall, wants 1.375. We'll probably take 1.25 there. We've got, what, 3.7 to work with. Now, the thing that sucks, I already saw Evanson on the team. We're still getting -1 on the bottom pair. So I might have to make a D trade. And now next year, guys, I'm doing something I didn't expect, and that's trading away some good AHL players, because we're basically going like all analytics, I guess we'll call it, in the AHL. So DeMay here, 78, Janssen Falby, 80, Gruel, 80, Tracy there, 81. They're low 80s, but they're older. I'm giving a shot to like the mid-20 guys with the weird stats. Trying to get 2/3 from the Penguins. They like all those guys. Trades rejected. I'll take 1/3. Trades accepted. Okay, so again, our AHL team's kind of stacked. We didn't really need them. Speaking of that, I guess I'll show you guys this AHL team here. Like I said, it's kind of like all analytics. So the first line, we got Fabry and Zeri. So I kept a couple, like, 80 veterans there. With Koivu, who's got the perfect wrist shot, really powerful slap shot, good passing. Then you got Gosselin here, really solid shot. Stankovic in the middle. This Blundin guy also got a perfect wrist shot and 97 passing. Gulas here on the third line, you can see perfect slap shot. Martinez there, really accurate, good passer, good D awareness. And then Ledecker here, really accurate shot, good D awareness, good passing. So like I said, kind of analytically based for the top 9. Defensively, just all D awareness, 97 D awareness, 97 D awareness, 95 D awareness. This guy's actually got a decent shot too. So that fourth line should be like an absolute shutdown line. Defensively here, Thomas House on the top pair get a +3. Haller Edmondson 0. Edmondson actually dropped to 78. Leslie Shanahan there get a 0. So D should be fine. Goaltending wise, Anderson up to a 79. Matthew there 67. He's got that medium league potential. And in terms of the NHL team here, guys, of course, DeMarchi, Matthews, and Wright is still our top line. Wright and Matthews should be playing like they're 100 overall, so hopefully they each, put up another career year. Funk, Geeky, and Bolt's the second line. Again, Bolt's nasty there. Left winger shoots right. Funk, I think, plays better on his natural right side. I got Immonen here on the third line, right wing. I think he played left wing last year, but should do fine there. Mayorov in the middle, the 6'5" dude who's got no physicality, but amazing D awareness and discipline. Hope on the left side. Ogren, McConnell, Barker, and White there, the fourth forward line. Should also mention Morgan Geeky here. I didn't want to take up a spot in the AHL with him, so I figured I'd keep him scratched. He's basically just on the team to hang out with his brother and, keep the rest of the team's spirits high. Defensively here, Wensky, Clinch still top pair, Vokun, Chikrin second, and Ottovine and Clefbaum actually get 0 on the bottom pair, so I didn't even need Edmondson. It worked out well. Andre there starting, of course, Savage backing him up. Looks to be a pretty good backup to me. So overall, I think both these teams are going to be fun, especially the AHL team. Purposely picked lower rated guys because they got some crazy stats, so I'm very curious to see how that works out. I'm going to have to sim a bunch of games now actually to get to the preseason, so we can take a look here at our ratings. I'm not sure why Clefbaum's on the block. Maybe that's from when he didn't have a deal yet, but overall, guys, I think we have a good chance to repeat as Cup champs, and AHL team should be insane again. We'll see if they, beat their record they just set. So take a look here at the ratings, see what they are here. Offense, defense, and goaltending. 97 offense, 100 defense, 88 goaltending. Okay, so that's a pretty good team. I'm liking our chances in the final year to repeat. But that's going to do it, guys, for this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave that thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.